This is the Serengeti as never seen before, viewed through the eyes of East African guides Richard Knocker and Jombi, award-winning wildlife photographer Paul Joinson-Hicks, and inspirational filmmaker Eliza. For the first time in decades, this extraordinary wilderness stands almost empty, a unique but bittersweet time to be here. Over 8 days, they'll be bringing you a rare glimpse of the Serengeti and all its inhabitants in a visual diary. We hope this encourages you on your own safari, so together we can continue to conserve this precious wilderness.
Just leaving the camp. It's early morning. It's gonna be a really fabulous morning. We are going to have a partial solar eclipse.
What's nice for us today is the eclipse is happening really quite early in the day, so it's low on the eastern horizon still, and there's a little bit of haze. I think this is probably helping because it's cutting out some of the glare of the sun and making it easier to capture this. I think it would be completely blown out if it were higher in the sky with a clear sky.
Yeah, it's so cool, Ricardo. It's amazing.
Are you getting good images?
I hope so.
My ones look amazing.
Of course they do.
We'll talk about it later on.
Okay, so photo tip of the day is really exciting because we have got a solar eclipse. Now, I've got a long lens, so photographing sunsets and solar eclipses with a long lens, you can burn your retina. And I did mention this last series, but we're going to do it again, just so you know. The key to photographing sunrise and sunsets with a camera, use live view. Now, I'm just focusing on the edge of the sun. And for those of you who love photography, it's mad settings, mad camera settings. I'm shooting at low one stop, so I'm shooting at about 50 ISO, f45, 1,000th of a second. It's just, and I'm 5 stops underexposed. That's the exposure compensation button. 5 stops. Wow. Mad.
Very weird light this morning. We're past the moment of maximum eclipse, but it's weird, spooky light still. Quite cool, loving it. It's been a chilly old night, so we've got all these banded mongooses on their termite mound, sunbathing. They're all sitting on the eastern side, soaking up rays as much as they can. So mongooses are small carnivores. And they eat lots of small prey, small rodents, small reptiles, lots of insects, and they live in these big groups. I've got a hyena, spotted hyena sitting in the mud here. And we quite often find hyenas sitting in the mud like this, Jombi, don't we?
Yes, we do. And it's a very interesting fact that hyenas have a high metabolism of digesting bones, for which that will raise the body temperature, and then that is the fact that they have to go into the mud and lie in mud, and sometimes we even see them sitting in the pools.
Yeah. So because they're digesting tough things like bones,
yes,
it needs a hot chemical process to do that. Yes. They need to cool down. Oh, great. Very nice.
These guys look very intent on something over here on my left. Oh, that'll be because there's another lion just popped out. Oh, I've got to get my peripheral vision sorted out. There's the other one. We're up here by Maui Moose. And I'm all on my own. It's amazing. And where's the rest of the family?
A beautiful mama waterbuck with her calf. As the name implies, they're never very far from water. You always find them close to water. And because we're west of the Rift Valley, this is the Defasa waterbuck, not the common waterbuck. So when they turn around, if they turn around, we'll see a white patch on the rump rather than the white target. There we go, there's a nice rump, can you see that? And off they bounce.
Okay, this is mea culpa. And I don't think those boys are going to let me off this. Look at that. That's great.
So Paul, would you like to tell us what's going on here?
Oh, that didn't take you very long, did it? So there's a little korongo here, and I was heading across the korongo to go
Okay, but little gully means a little gentle dip. Okay, this is more of a chasm he's driven into. Sorry, what were you saying?
Anyway, I was overexcited because there's a hunting line, and she spooked a bunch of zebras, and I figured I'd get over. I know, I was totally wrong.
I want to draw your attention to that phrase, I was a little overexcited.
Possibly. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. Anyway, thankfully the cavalry came, and the only reason that they came was that I've got breakfast in the car. Absolutely.
This is true. This is the only reason we came. Let's see how well this works. Should be as easy as pie. No drama whatsoever. Very boring. Totally dull. Oh well, that's your lot.
You don't want to get any closer than this lion. If you look at the pupils, big cats have round pupils. Domestic cats has vertical slits. And that's what differentiates a big cat and a small cat.
Okay, so we found this lioness who's got a nice fresh kill. Bit complicated. It's in the water there. It must have been coming down to drink. Classic lion ambush place. And I don't think she's really all that comfortable. But if she can drag it out of that, she's going to be much happier. So the kill is a wildebeest. And Jombi has informed me that my lioness, in fact, has got a pair of fuzzy guavas going on. So cool when you come across a scene like this, where the lion is perfectly aligned with what it's looking at. You can see she's found a lovely shady spot and she's looking across at those hippos. Is she wondering if there's a way she can get across the river here, or is she just enjoying a snooze? It's always so good to see giraffe at the end of the day. We haven't seen them for a while, have we?
Yes, we haven't, and what a beautiful way to end up the day.
Yeah, exactly. Great babies. How old do you think they are, Jombi?
Yeah, if I look at it, these babies are, I'll say, less than a month.
Okay, what are you looking at? Why?
I'm looking at the umbilical cord.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one's got an umbilical cord for sure.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's really
So
nice, isn't it?
This is how you can always tell that, how young the babies giraffes are, because they always stay close to their mother as they nurse most of the time.